Kurumjay, a very good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. And this is Victoria Rajkumari. Before we begin, let's take a look at the headlines first. Kuki militants attack Maikhang at Sinam village in Imphal East district with drone bomb. Set ablaze 3 IRB bunkers, 3 weapons snatched. MPCC claims Chief Minister Biren won't be able to save Manipur even if bombs were dropped, civilians killed. Amuko questions Government of India's soft stance on Kuki militants who are attacking brazenly on civilians. MLA Imo urges Union Home Minister to transfer unified command to Chief Minister as key step towards ending persistent crisis in Manipur. State Home Department condemns the killing of 2 civilians and injuring others in Koktruk. Labels the Kuki militant attack as act of terror. Appointed MSSC Chairperson T. Ranjit assures merit-based recruitment for government jobs, ensures corruption-free selection process. With the rise in digital world, we extend our welcome and gratitude to our dearest viewers for supporting the most trusted and first ever OTT platform, SKTV, in Manipur that can be watched globally. Now to top stories. Armed Kukis reportedly took away 3 guns after burning bunkers of Indian Reserve Police IRB located at Imphal East District's Sinam Khul. The incident occurred at around 4 a.m. today when armed Kukis initiated bomb attacks using drones near Wankanphai near Maikhang Maton Hill. Armed Kukis reportedly managed to push through bunkers of state force and took away 3 guns while also torching those 3 bunkers that were manned by state forces. Following the surprise attack by armed Kukis, state forces also responded and that resulted to heavy exchange of gunfire. According to information received from the location, armed Kukis used weaponized drones to carry out bombing in the area. The gunfight carried out till 6 a.m. in the morning. On the other hand, speaking about the incident, a resident of Sinam Khul named Huyam Omila said Assam Rifles post, which is situated near Wankanphai, had assured villagers of Sinam Khul that there will be no more firing in the areas. However, the surprise attack happened today despite the assurance from Assam Rifles. She further expressed her disappointment over the repeated claims of state government about peace and normalcy returning to Manipur.
Chanti laire na khoji tangdu lai ta na khara wakhanje khara chakthokserubani adubu ngasi pung manga taramdai saida khanghodana nganang kantruk ta thokiba misimina yawgibdo adugi mawong sida moi akhoi ji em lauraga tawroge habi mata dongna pung manga taramdai sida nongmai adibidi bambula kapade na pura akhoi ji yumda leibam jamang khangdre aduga bom to thadare aduga drone dagi ju bom thadare sumaina akhoi kayam kuina kayam wana hingkho haibano aduga akhoi yam ware haibasi yam waba haiba je haininga le haibado bo haiban ba thokraba timing do yaure koi sijira hingjira haibagi wakhalon ba isa chuje heng kari ohogada ge haibagi wakhalon ba samoi jida koi ta chengna ta na thinbaga chamanare.
India bloc comprising 10 political parties has voiced serious concerns over the worsening situation in Manipur following the violent attack by Kuki militants using drones to target civilians, including women and children. During a meeting at Congress Bhavan, CLP leader Okrami Bobby expressed grave concern, stating that the crisis, which began on May 3rd last year, has now escalated beyond law and order issue to a matter threatening national security. Ibobi criticized both the Manipur and central governments for their silence despite ongoing violence and bombed attacks using drones against civilians. CLP leader Okram Ibobi further questioned about the safety of Raj Bhavan and Chief Minister's Secretariat in Imphal.
Miyoi punsi protect over life and property protect over house. Bharat ki Sangvidhan state government the piba Shakti ne eba mohi the piga dabse. Miyoi bagi punsi amusung lantum ngakpa ngamdraba government se. And law and order sikrai de lady miki innocent prajasingi life property protect over ngamdraba government se. Government sibu lairi bra laitra bra shima. Manipur si India ki saruk ama weramina masi India ne ba India ki national security the threat tawbagi question ama laya kadai dano Manipur se shape oigato bichi jaga anywhere drone sina anywhere he thada bangam ya ba akoi innocent praja sing akoi mayam di to e khalla che ba Rajwaban si shape oiri bra oidra bra atai di toku tokhi sida chief minister banglo se akoi na hangning di masi shape oiri bra oidra bra ba adu oirga di laiba question di Rajwaban bhawa Chief Minister ki Banglo bhawa shape oirakter gadi. What about other innocent people of Manipur? Akoi ki life and property se kanahana ngapi senbi gadori bano.
Former State Secretary of CPI Manipur State Council, Laishram Sotin Kumar, stated that a memorandum has been submitted to the governor regarding the sudden attacks carried out by Kuki militants at Koktruk and Sinamkom using drones to drop bomb yesterday. He said that it is now clear that India is supporting Kuki narco-terrorists in the ongoing violence. He also questioned the silence of central forces while bomb attacks were carried out using drones similar to Russia and Ukraine war. Sotin Kumar compared a Chief Minister N. Biren as toothless tiger for failing to protect innocent civilians despite the violence. Sotin Kumar asserted that Chief Minister Nongthoman Biren won't be able to save Manipur even if bombs were dropped and civilians are killed. He added that united effort is required at the moment to convert the violence and protect innocent lives.
Land se arrive lan mo oi dori maramdi sungbu lan pham se basida bharat sarkar se masi yam kanna sin kuki narco terrorist kambu singi favor da lepi have se ko yam make sen kha drone sinner bhawba bomb thadara bhawda mi hala bhawda asopan kya ranga bhawda karigino central force mayam na ngarang thodu oduda CRPF mayam ama manathur kok thoma pairega le maduna Lan Khamdri Bakarigino, Makokri Bakarigino, Cinemakes and the city of Haro Sarkari, Akanba instruction of Magalurina, Masi, Landara Ibasin Cookie, narco terrorists, Kambusinda, Moibu, Nakok to Pakatre. She Haro Sarkara told money, the same with the Landara, Kubatam to the central force signal, state force signal, Yamiti Manington, and Nabita Jad of Haro Sarkar and P.
President of All Manipur United Club Organization Amako, Fairunjam Nando Luwang, has criticized the government for failing to initiate any befitting action against Kuki militants who have now resorted to bombing civilians using drones. Speaking to media persons at its office in Kwakaitel, Nando Luwang questioned the role of about 1 lakh Central Security Force personnel who have been deployed in the state to control the restive violent clash in Manipur. He also accused the center of partial treatment as it often carry out combing operations in valley areas while giving free run to Kuki militants in hills.
Hauna Prabha State forcing a do Narang drone to get the Koktuka, no make up a Hauji Mafunga, no make up the Kogi state forcing Kaya Mating Matona Potopungami. State forcing a Mapun State Owanga Makraba. Ngamjunga moida thaba ma khunga pachinga tawiri baneba state forcing na tolop zaraga sonda koi khunga pachinga thawai thari bi soi baneba aduduna state forcing ju wakhan khara khandabiyo state ki laibiri baranti ki wala lusing basing Manipur ki MLA minister sing wakhal khandabiyo tin wathabiyo laibak se phagi naratrabani Manipur miyam dagi tare bimit ki pi Manipur miyam dagi tare bi se masigi ichau amadi mitki pi gi chau da irang erga no koi khudung thirpa yai hai bisi ba chu ningsing biyo hoji phagi natra bane manipur toksan na ba yaba matam natra bane toksan na bi gano politician sing thongna le biyo nipa thopiyo miam ngapi sen biyo ba khul ngapi yo miam ngapi sen biyo ba sumai na ngapi sen bi wakan yaudra sum yani hai raga tha khare sida irang gemjelani losilani he khai gomba kuki na irang thoni ma matam thon bangami tongning ma matam to bangame ba sibu lenga khile bi kana ba kai le dige ba lenga siga MLA ni ai minister ni hai bi kai ba kai da phobi da braba.
Following the attack by Kuki militants using high-tech drones to drop bombs at Meitei villages, Sagolban MLA R.K. Imo has called on the attention of Union Home Minister Amit Shah to take stringent measures against the illegal armed militants and insurgent groups who have violated the rules of suspension of operation. He also said that the presence of around 60,000 central forces in Manipur is not yielding peace, and urged the Union Home Minister to remove such armed forces who are mostly present as mute spectators and allow the state forces to take the charge to restore normalcy. He also appealed to the Union Minister to remove certain units of Assam Rifles who are cooperating with the state government and the public. In a letter sent by R.K. Imo to the Union Minister, which he posted in his X account, urged the Union Home Minister Amit Shah to abrogate sue against the illegal armed militants and insurgent groups who are constantly behind the spread of further violence and take stringent action against them. The letter also mentioned to investigate the funding and supply of these arms and ammunition, which are constantly spreading more terror in the state. The conflict has persisted for over 15 months due to the support and supply of arms and ammunitions. He also called the central government to hand over the unified command to Chief Minister N. Biren to restore peace in the state. R.K. Imo further urged the central government for a political dialogue and engagement between all the stakeholders at the earliest. Following the deadly attack on civilian population at Koktruk village, Manipur government's Home Department has strongly condemned the bomb attack carried out by Kuki militants on unarmed villages in Imphal West District's Koktruk, which led to death of 2 persons, including a woman, while also injuring many. In a press release, it is said that state government viewed the incident seriously and has taken up immediate actions to control the situation and to punish those who were involved in the attack on Koktruk village. While taking note on the use of drone, bombs and many sophisticated weapons by Kuki militants, Home Department maintained that such attacks is seen as an attempt to derail the peace efforts of state government, which is putting all possible efforts towards bringing normalcy in the state. Meanwhile, the Commissioner of Home Affairs for the state government has directed the Director General of Police to initiate a combing operation in vulnerable areas to prevent further untoward incidents. According to the statement, the Commissioner has instructed the deployment of security personnel from Kaithel Mandi to Koktruk in the Imphal West District. In response, the Director General of Police has mandated senior superintendents of police to remain vigilant and coordinate with other security forces. Additionally, an order has been also issued to monitor fringe areas closely and conduct a joint combing operation involving paramilitary forces. The Additional Director General of Police, Law and Order, the Journal Inspector General of Police and the Deputy Inspector General of Police. A series of air bombings perpetrated by Kuki militants yesterday targeted Koktruk village, resulting to fatalities and multiple injuries. Among the injured persons, there were 2 police personnel who had sustained splinters injuries. 9 individuals were admitted following the attacks at Raj Medicity yesterday. Among them, 4 individuals have been discharged, while the remaining 5 continue to receive further treatment. The 5 individuals have been identified as Inau Takilambam, aged 26 years, from Uripok Polem Laikai; Thadoi Hekrujam, aged 19 years, from Tharwejam; Ngangbam Rojia, aged 11 years, from Fayeng Mayai Laikai; Ngasepam Robert, aged 27 years, from Awang Konong Maning Laikai; and Ngangom Bidyasagar, aged 17 years, from Kwakaitel Kongjeng Laikai. Additionally, a special CDO from the Manipur police was also injured during the Koktruk bombing and was admitted to RIMS hospital yesterday around 9:30 p.m. He was discharged by 11:30 p.m. after receiving further treatment. In a separate incident of gun attack at Awang Sekmai, 5 individuals sustained injured and were admitted at various hospitals. One of them has since been discharged after receiving a treatment for minor injuries. However, 3 individuals are currently undergoing treatment at RIMS, Jenims and Raj Medicity. Newly appointed chairperson of Manipur Staff Selection Commission, in short MSSC, T. Ranjit, has vowed to bring transparency in recruitment process for government jobs. T. Ranjit was appointed as new chairperson of MSSC for a 3-year term on August 30th. Speaking to media after his oath-taking ceremony, Chairperson Ranjit gave his assurance to bring in accountability, transparency and corruption-free culture in recruitment process by MSSC. He said the office of MSSC is currently attached to Imphal West DC, therefore it may take some time to revamp the structure and staffs of MSSC. He further assured to recruit qualified youths based on the meritocracy-based recruitment process.
Manipur Staff Selection Commission Act 2022 sigi makhada at least or taking by the governor or the person authorized or appointed by the governor is required. Adu matung na koi sa MS Khan special secretary is authorized or sigi wasak lowani the term is for 3 years from the date of assumption of charge, that is from today. Is it to na mandatari is regulation of the officially taba office temporary training center na extension training center the DC office in Bangladesh building ama RDNPI adu da koi for the time being government addition the temporary office ka salai ni hai own staff and established to home saying then obviously have regulation the frame to home saying I have to do a lot of work and public topic has it about transparency like the happy jabi to khop the malay bigi through this commission at least I will try my level best to go ya have a higher authority concern addressing the tanana okay at least public the confidence the transparency like now or because it was put the company to have the message to pinning.
A day after armed cookies killed a woman from Fayeng village, locals convened a public meeting today at Fayeng Mamang Laikai Kaithel and subsequently announced the formation of Joint Action Committee against the killing of victim Ngangom Ongbi Surbala. Speaking on the sidelines, convener of the JC, Ningthogjam Popilal, informed that the body of the victim, Ngangbam Ongbi Surbala, will not be claimed by family until they receive a proper response and closure from the state government. While questioning the claim for peace in Manipur by the government, Ningthogjam Popilal alleged that incidents of violence happened every time Chief Minister make a statement about return of peace in the state. While accusing the government for differential treatment between protesters in hills and valley, Popilal maintained that government exert its brute force to protesters in valley while ignoring the protesters in hills who often resort to violence and anti-social activities. He pointed out that the impartial treatment of government when maintaining law and order in the state.
Peace rally giving the hechat krabagi nongan baga attack chataba mihat mipun gi thabak toba maitai do onjal laga nong mai kapa yum mai thadok pi thabak se adom lisang sina chathara labne na haining atu dagi sarkar na chief minister na shanti leire hek hairaba shanti leire haibu gi nungdang na traga nonga laga adom akhagrau din nang abani madu gi shanti ma khon langarang kokthuk ta thoi bse haina government ta hana question ama tawni shanti gi ma khon je asina mapam lamdam koira chakhibdo masa yauna halakadab ꯑꯗꯨ ꯍꯜꯂꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯉꯩꯗ ꯑꯁꯤꯕꯒꯤ ꯄꯥꯎ ꯍꯥꯟꯅ ꯌꯨꯝꯗ ꯌꯧꯔꯛꯏꯕꯅꯤ ꯃꯁꯤꯔ ꯑꯣꯅꯔꯦꯕꯜ ꯆꯤꯐ ꯃꯤꯅꯤꯁꯇꯔꯅ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯅ ꯁꯥꯟꯇꯤ ꯂꯩꯔꯦꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯁꯦ ꯃꯁꯤ ꯀ꯭ꯋꯦꯁꯟ ꯍꯪꯅꯤꯡꯉꯦꯕ ꯃꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯏꯟꯇꯦꯂꯤꯖꯦꯟꯁꯀꯤ ꯄꯥꯎꯁꯦ ꯁꯔꯀꯥꯔꯗꯤ ꯐꯪꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯍꯣꯝ ꯗꯤꯄꯥꯔꯠꯃꯦꯟ ꯐꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯕ ꯁꯦꯟꯇ꯭ꯔꯦꯜ ꯐꯣꯔꯁꯦꯁꯁꯤꯡ ꯐꯪꯗꯕ꯭ꯔꯥ ꯁꯤꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯍꯪꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤꯁꯦ
Lok Sabha MP of Inner Manipur, Angomcha Bimola Koijam, has accused the central government that the round of criminal and deadly assault on the civilians, including using drones to bomb residential areas, has exposed the failure of law enforcement agencies and central forces under central government, which are deployed in Manipur. According to post on his Facebook account, Angomcha Bimolcha Koijam asked the central government that who is going to bear the responsibility of these death and destructions. He further accused the central government hands are stained with the blood of Manipuris, the denizens of the state. CPI Manipur State Council, through a press note, made a scathing attack against Chief Minister Nongthaman Biren's late government following the deadly attack at Koktruk village by armed cookies. While condemning the attack by armed cookies, which led to death of a woman and village volunteer, CPI Manipur State Council expressed concern over the use of new form of warfare by cookie militants in the form of weaponized drones. It said lapse in security led to such attacks. It demanded state government to admit its failure instead of desperately holding on to its positions. RPI Athwale National Secretary Maheshwar Thangnautam today pointed out that the lack of conviction of state government in clearly stating the truth led to continuation of the ongoing crisis for over 15 months. Expressing his dismay over the outbreak of fresh violence in the state, Maheshwar Thangnautam alleged that leaders in the state failed to address the facts about how this violence started in the state. He asserted that the violence was started by cookie militants, narco-terrorists, on the pretext of peace rally on May 3rd last year. As leaders failed to clearly state the genesis of the ongoing crisis, Centre has assumed that the violence in Manipur as an ethnic clash between two communities and prevented the centre to take any divisive actions.
Akoi state leaders singsina asengba achumba kanana no koi Manipur lan horibase kanano culprit se kanano dandi piga dabase si Manipur hawri irang se kari dagi no kanano toholibase separate administration di pihal aroi na political party khudimang na lauri adu kanana no separate administration lauri se haibase masak thok na point to bang ngamdri se kari gi no haibaduna ngasi bogi problem se solution phangdri bagi madam se sina achawang oirani haibagi chingnabam su leire ba koida madam di kari gi no haiba matamda cookie narco terrorist singsina toribase Makoy na paiba kulay si ahen ba kulay ni ko icham chaba mi ama village defense force na paiba yaba natte ngarang tawri dusu first time ni drone bombing na tawri ibase adu taragadi sigi po si akoy na point to bang ngamdri kanigino Manipur kaning masing na di aseng achumba lawjaba local media na su haijaba kuki laraw sing sina sumain tawri di haiba adubu representative oiriba akoy gidamta document oina officially oina chida chatlaga mapanda complaint oina chatkadaba sing assembly da oiro parliament da oiro Manung da oiro, mapanda oiro, ruling da oiro, opposition da oiro. Kanam da direct ako state leaders sing sina, representative sing sina, cookie illegal immigrants, cookie terrorists, nakoy na tawbadagi. Ako Manipur se tugay na ba tawra abani ko, Manipur sangjal abani ko, Manipur se mang na ba tawra abani ko, India se mang na ba tawra abani ko, haibase, haibang namdri se karigino haibasin. Ado na nga sibogi problem solve tawdri ba se, makoy da point tawda baduna, mapan gisu makoy da complain ama, official oina, record oina, Laktrabanina, Makoy da su samudai ani community ani khatnabagi type ta sum uramnina problem set solve tawdra na khalapam su yawre makoy da.
Federation of Haomee has urged the Prime Minister Narendra Modi to declare Manipur as a held state status to serve the best convenience in administration. According to a memorandum of the Federation, it highlighted the vision of Manipur under the supervision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to protect Manipur from deforestation and stay safe from drugs, smuggling and poppy plantations for the sake of saving the youth of Manipur and to preserve the future of Manipur as well. Supporting the initiative, BJP government of Manipur initiated war against drugs and started uprooting illegal encroaches in reserved and protected forest areas. However, there arises a strong disagreement against the Prime Minister's vision and move to close down the Manipur government by illegal migrants backed by armed groups. The drug expertise and poppy cultivators who were expelled from the Golden Triangle, Myanmar, along with the Chin cookies, demanded separate administration to set up another Golden Triangle on May 3rd last year. The memorandum further drew the attention of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address these issues of drug menace to save the youths of the nation from drug abuse. It also urged to hand over the full unified command to Chief Minister N. Biren to end the prevailing crisis, punish those 10 cookie MLAs who support separate administration, remove citizenship from illegal migrants who entered Manipur from 1951, provide constitutional protection of the indigenous and religious and sacred places of Thangjing and Kobru Hill ranges under the Place of Worship Special Provision Act No. 42 of 1991. Citing that Imphal Valley of Manipur is higher than the Khopum Valley, with an altitude of 790 meters above the sea level, while the Khopum Valley is 710 meters. It urged the Prime Minister to declare Manipur as a hill state by the Parliament of India, considering the geographical features. Universal Mothers Organization UMO urged the central government to deploy additional security forces to neutralize cookie militants within 3 days. In the press meet held at UMO's office in Imphal, the organization's president, Moirangthem Sarojini Laima, called on government leaders to actively engage in resolving the conflict rather than engaging in political finger-pointing on social media. She emphasized that it is not the time for political games despite efforts to restore peace. Sarojini stressed the need for collaborative action to resolve the crisis and criticized the central government for allegedly using the cookie issue as a political tool. She further urged the government to confront the situation directly. Sarojini also warned for stern agitation if additional force were not deployed at fringe areas within 3 days.
Hojik paisiliba thana lupa arang arak atau asang thikadar mayam yum dalan sagaliba mayam sina laibak ning ba sabadadi topi ro tachengna laibak bu nungsibiba taraga ji paisa laiti haibirano pairiba manjang punamak sing ado yonthoaga iramdam kanbada puthokpira o khunai sembada yawhanbiu UMOna lampen pata sanga bali sang amalai khong potana tauraga isagi ipot iran yonthoaga khoi leibak ki thabak tawbani akoi chi yauna imang icha hala bauda khoi tumina leiraba state force ti akoi gi icha natabra chingi lamdaji karigi komning operation tawdaba tauraga suma khoi ga manaraga phataba khulai khra pothoga phahanba akoi gi ithanungda thabum tara Buraga pokjariba state force sina makhoi hamthon kana bagi jamak tan nongmai phabarona chathaba che mama amona khoi pende.
One-day media sensitization on school education was held at Manipur Press Club today. The program was organized under the aegis of Department of Education as Government of Manipur in relation with the year-long Golden Jubilee celebration of All Manipur Working Journalists Union AMJU. Education Minister Thaungnausham Basantakumar, President of AMJU Bijoy Kakching Tavam, Commissioner of Education as H. Gyan Prakash, Director L. Nandakumar and President of Editors Guild Manipur Khogendra Khondram along with journalists attended the program today. Speaking in the program, Education Minister Thaungnausham Basantakumar stressed on the importance of education and building a progressive society. He also emphasized on the need to produce quality students through free and fair examinations. The minister also urged all communities to foster unity and to work towards restoring peace and normalcy in Manipur.
any laikai mother kungam sapio. Why did you man the building main road? Me school building at the Uram. Why did you dilapidated river? Why did you yin the White House? See, like a team me, I agree. Chasing, choosing, Salaga, government school, the school, general infrastructure conditions, young level to improve the way of the way. Tanaraga, last 2.5, 3 years, Sida, Queen Pajamat, Samagra Siksha, and High Central Scheme, Yamzida. Department official Yamzina, Kadin Honaraga, Pajana, team when Salaga, Delhi the base, maximum possible funds in Poraga, Manipur school infrastructures, improve the way of the what is the re has been 800 years. School में हमसे पहले मैपिंग तौर का अदुदा वज़ा क्या ले अदुदा साथ क्या ले क्लासरूम का करी सब्जेक्ट ताकि कोई मत ये मत अपना बच्चे कमांड एंड कंट्रोल सेंटर में पे समग्र शिक्षा की अपने ऑफिस तक पे हम तो चले मतलब ये अपना तुंगी फ्यूचर दा याम कान रखनी
स्कूल एजुकेशन की बदलूं दा लोकल लिबा थोरांग से मतलब की स्कीम से सेंट्रल स्पॉन्सर हो गया स्टेट स्पॉन्सर हो गया मतलब की स्कीम से साथ से कमाने से कोई कहते हैं State of Manipur Kumana, the top of the hypes in the local placing the Kanalaga, a placing in the Pawira Pomatanda, Pomatan, Kanganaba, Kanga, sensitization promoters. But the population of Kanga Pasana is a Pomatanda, but Prazazo is you get the play. Population of the Kanga is the Prazazo is you get the way. And the Matu Kanganaba, because of a program, Manusha, the legacy, Pansalasida, the real technical system that. Missing my young apple, the Tabiba, Solution Liba, Kamiba, and the top of those expression of Hamida.
A decomposed body was found in Thobal River near Turilal Kongjing Laikai under the jurisdiction of Andro Police Station in Imphal East District. According to police, locals came across the body this morning around 5:30 a.m. The deceased was wearing a combat dress and a wristwatch on his left wrist, which was found without shoes. The body showed significant signs of decomposition and his hair appeared to be burned. The identity of the man remains unknown. Amid the ongoing crisis, Imphal-bound trucks have continued their operations under stringent security measures. A convoy of 119 goods-laden trucks departed from Jiribam towards Imphal this morning. The convoy included 30 petrol tankers, 11 diesel tankers, 28 LPG tankers, 3 aircraft turbine fuel carriers, 7 fertilizers trucks, 24 trucks carrying cement and other trucks carrying essential commodities. Now from the national news, President Draupadi Murmu unveiled a new flag, an inch senior, for Supreme Court of India, marking the 75th year of its establishment. Speaking at the valedictory session of National Conference of District Judiciary in New Delhi, President Draupadi Murmu praised Supreme Court's role as a vigilant guardian of India's judicial system. She emphasized the need to address the culture of adjournments and delays in court decision, particularly in serious cases like rape. President Murmu highlighted challenges posed by backlog of cases and called for more frequent initiatives like special Lok Adalat weeks to help reduce dependency. She also advocated for delivering justice in local languages and under local conditions to ensure that justice is accessible to everyone. For over 800 members of district judiciary from across India, with Law Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal and Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud attended the event held at Bharat Mandapam. The President urged judges and judicial officers to uphold values of religion, truth and justice in their duties. Now the sports news. Sekhor FC defeated ILU Kairaut by 3-1 in the ongoing first state-level Kangjam Rajesh Memorial 5A Side Open Football Tournament 2024, which is being organized by Chingtam Social Workers Union, Bhamon Kampu Makhalekai at Irilbung High School ground. Earlier in the first match that was played today, Turf Squad and BSUA team played out 1-1 draw, while in another match, BFC-B and KSA Imphal East also play out 1-1 draw, with both teams sharing a point each. Utlau Government Model High School, which is representing Manipur in the 63rd Under-17 Boys Subroto Cup International Football Tournament 2024, began its campaign with a convincing victory over Army Public School, Madhya Pradesh. The school from Manipur defeated Army Public School, Madhya Pradesh 7-0 in the Pool C match, which was played at KIIT Global School Football Ground in Gurugram today. Manipur will play against Nepal in the next match tomorrow. A total of 37 teams, including those from Bangladesh, Nepal and Sri Lanka, are participating in the tournament. Now the weather report. According to ICR Regional Center Imphal, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 29.6 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 24 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 85% in the morning and 97% in the evening. As per report, Manipur received 74.4 millimeters of rainfall in the last 24 hours. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Kuki militants attack Maikhan at Sinam village in Imphal East district with drone bomb. Set ablaze 3 IRB bunkers, 3 weapons snatched. MPCC claimed Chief Minister in Biren won't be able to save Manipur even if bombs were dropped, civilians killed. Amuko questions government of India's soft stance on Kuki militants who are attacking brazenly on civilians. MLA RK Imo urges Union Home Minister to transfer unified command to Chief Minister as key step towards ending persistent crisis in Manipur. State Home Department condemns killing of 2 civilians and injuring others in Koktruk yesterday. Labels a Kuki militant attack as act of terror. And newly appointed MSSC chairperson T. Ranjit assures merit-based recruitment for government jobs, ensures corruption-free selection process. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News, the first ever OTT platform in Manipur. Please visit SKTV website, that is skyyic.in, to download SKTV app. You can now access Google Play Store to download the app for free. SKTV iOS app is now accessible on Apple App Store as well. For early access, use the QR code. The download link will also be pinned in our comment sections as well. Join us for real-time news updates, exclusive interviews and comprehensive analysis of current affairs in Manipur. Till then, good night.